How you guys doing today? Today we're working on a 93 Chevy Corvette. I already started working on it a little bit. First I drained the coolant. There's a little valve down there somewhere. You can see it right there. You open that up and it drains into a bucket. You take the filter off while that's happening. Then you start taking your connectors off. This one connects to that plug over there. So I move it to the side. I took the hose off up of the thermostat housing up here, so we take that off of there. It's dirty. We're gonna clean that up. We're gonna get new hoses too. All right, next we're gonna unplug this plug right here from the water pump area. We're gonna cut that zip tie. We're gonna remove all that wire. We're gonna take this hose off for the heater hose reservoir. I think it's for the reservoir. And then all the hoses from the water pump itself. Get to the water pump, remove it, and then get to the ignition wires down there. We're gonna replace the distributor on this too, so stay tuned, guys. All right, with all our hoses removed from radiator and water pump, this one I had to remove from right there, which is disgusting. Like black shit came out and shit. So I'm gonna see if I can flush out that area later on. Also, just when you guys do your wires, do this one too. I didn't do this one because it didn't come in the box with the wires, but it's recommended to do it when you do a something like this. So removing the water pump next. It should be four bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it should just pop out. So let's see how easy it is. All right, so next we're gonna remove the belt and the belt tensioner down there because it's getting in the way. That thing getting in the way of one of the bolts. So we're gonna remove the belt and that. All right, so just by removing the belt, the tensioner drops down a little bit and you're able to get to the one at the bottom here. So there's two right here, but you can't get to the one behind this pulley here. So what you do, there's a cap here and you have access to the pulley here. So you have to get a puller and pull that out. So I'm gonna get the puller now and show you guys how to do that. All right, so to do this job you need a pulley, puller, and installer set, and this one's from Matco. So I bought it. It's a few $100 I think, or a couple, like it's $100-some I think. Comes with instructions, all that stuff. So now I'm gonna use this to remove this pulley here. Okay, after removing the pulley, we can access our bolt down there. So that pulley was a pain in the butt. I went to take it out, it slipped off for some reason, but then I tried a second attempt and it worked, so got it out. So now let's get that water pump out and all that stuff that we need to exchange. All right, next I'm just gonna remove the rest of the bolts to remove the water pump and keep going. Alright, to get this off, the igniter thingy for the spark plugs. Alright, so it only goes one way, has a little thing here. You guys can see a little notch that's different than the rest, so that's how it's gonna go into the gear thingy in there. So we gotta pop the harmonic balancer. By doing that, we need some air tools and a 16-inch socket. So that's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna remove the harmonic balancer and get to that. So let's get it. Alright, so got the pulley out. I had to bang it out and freaking jack it out. It was seized in there. The bolts came out pretty good, so I'm not complaining. They're over there. There's 3 bolts to hold it down. Now we access the coil pack system here. So I'm gonna, that's what I'm doing next. I'm gonna, you know, take that off, put the new one on, swap over the wires. Simple as that. So I'm not replacing the wires because I replaced them previously on this car, so I marked them, so I don't get them mixed up when I put them back, and I can just put them back normally. I thought I could just move this out the side. We couldn't, so what I'm doing is marking them like I did, and now I'm gonna take this joint out. So stay tuned, guys. Alright, so got it out. Now I'm just gonna clean that up, clean this ports for the water pump and all that crap. All the fun stuff now. Yep, let's get to it. And how they do on the videos. Boom. Boom. Oh, mira papi, qué sucio está ahí, Para que veas, papi, te lo dejé, carnal, porque somos chingones aquí. No nos andamos con mamadas. Like today we got a helper, and we're gonna be replacing everything now. We cleaned everything off yesterday. Today's a new day. Time to install all the new parts. So we're gonna start by putting the ignition coil pack thing that they sell for these cars. You know, replace the seals and all that. That's how you do it. Because there's 3 seals there, so gotta replace those when you're here. But I personally didn't do it on this one because the customer didn't want to get it done. But it's okay. They weren't leaking that bad, so let's get it. Alright, so we're gonna install the water pump since we have everything that we needed to put down there on. This ignition thing and the harmonic balancer down there. Now we're gonna install the water pump and the pulley and all the rest of the stuff. So we had to torque the 6 bolts to 30 foot-pounds, and now we're gonna, well, I'm gonna fix that the igniter thing, the what they call it, the ignition coil pack. So I'm gonna do that next. Don't forget to transfer your coolant temp sensor, your hoses and stuff, or in my case I gotta replace the hoses. I always get myself into dumb stuff. Actually, yeah, I do. So yeah, now we're gonna do the, like I said, the ignition thing here. And what I'm doing, I'm gonna shave off the bottom piece over there, and then try to get them out, and then use the bolts that came with the new one. Still, all right, I was able to get it out. I used the punch to punch them out, and it was a little rough, so got them out. So now I gotta put the new one on, see if everything matches. All right, that's how it looks now. So now we're gonna install it. Le tuve que cortar aquí este connector para entrar ahí, porque el otro, the other one looks like that, so it doesn't have that one pin on that side. On this side has it like in the middle, but in the middle on this one doesn't have anything, so we're good. Should be good. This hose is like all cracked up and stuff, and this hose here was all cracked too, so we got intake leaks, all kinds of stuff. So let's get that fixed. All right, since it's here, we're gonna do the valve covers. All I did was take off those bolts and it popped right out, and we just gotta change the gasket, clean the surface here, and put it back together. All right, so I repaired this hose. I made my own hose because nobody had anything. This hose was a 5/16. I put a 5/16, brand new hose. Yeah, so pain in the butt finding parts here with this stupid car, but we got it done. Let's get it.